Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode live with Light. Hey there, Mac. So, I've done a little bit between last time and now. I made a few extra requesters such that each one is a different thing that can be turned on and off at will. I had to turn off the plastic entirely because it was being stupid. Here's another one that was being dumb that I had to just remove entirely because it was doing a similarly stupid thing where it definitely had more than 262,000, but it kept making them. The andesite alloy. I don't know why. It just didn't realize it didn't like it. It already had enough. Whereas some of the things, like these raw processors at 65,000, we've got enough. It's not making anymore. And so if you just go and look right here, it's got the right number of several things. So our processors are done. Like they're just in reserve waiting. Our slates are not, because I just can't get this snowball thrower to be 100% reliable. I have modified the setup, and it's still not 100% reliable. I've got this filtered such that it will only pick up the appropriate results. I've got it set up with a better falling edge sensor such that it will always have a long enough pulse to send a pulse that will throw a snowball. So it throws a snowball every time. But for some reason, sometimes all the materials are here. It throws the lightning and the stuff just disappears. It is unclear to me why it sometimes just disappears. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to grab some limestone. And I'm going to limestone that such that the stuff will fall in that one square. It'll lightning that one bit, and it shouldn't fail. It doesn't fail most of the time. But when you've got something that's running overnight, if it stalls until I log back in. And that's just no good for making the arcane stone that's necessary for making the otherworld slates. And so you hear the thunder, and then whoop, it's done. Like that's just how it's supposed to work. And most of the time it does, but some of the time it doesn't. The Gaia reactor has been running this whole time, and we've got 461 of them. We were down around 100 or 200 when I was doing a little on-camera relaxing grind, because now we've got 20 of the main ones. We've got 5 botanical mastery shards and 7 dimensional mastery shards. So we're making good progress. Let's run another set of Amatron before we get too far into anything else, because we're probably going to run out of God shards a couple more times. The reason I've got my storage accessor is somehow my andesite alloy wasn't in the bin properly. Once again, we are slowly creeping back up towards that 8,000. This sulfur dust, I'm fairly certain, is a byproduct of crushing oh, the nether quartz. Oh, both the nether quartz and the coal. No wonder we've got so much sulfur dust. Ugh. It's no wonder at all. So we're still going to have to keep making masticator scales, because we're going to need 800 of them total. And I think I've only made maybe 400. Probably not even that many. Yeah, these are weird boxes. They don't actually have things in them until you open them. And so if you just put the box down, it'll break it. But the moment you open it, there are things in it, and it has to drain before it'll break. It's a weird mechanism. Okay. I ran out of slime. Like, I am 100% out of slime. I got the slime bee back up and running. So it's in here, working its darndest. But it still can't keep up with the demand. It's one of those things that I didn't think about how much slime I would need. Between the books and the processor bindings. This right here. And so you need string and slime. And we've gone through stacks upon stacks upon stacks of these things. And so, yeah, we get a few from the bee, and we get some slime from the bee. But, yeah. So, that slime recipe is actually making it out of milk. Milk and green is slime. Got a lot of milk. Got a lot of green. And so I don't have any more green. Wow. Let me go make sure that didn't fully break. But I'm probably going to have to remake my book recipe. Yeah, we are out of green. That's real impressive. Okay, so we need to change our book recipe. I'm fairly certain the book recipe can use any type of slime. Yeah, so we got other slimes we can use. It's just we need so many books for some of the things. Okay, so let's grab our. Let's go with Ender Slime. Got 10,000 of these. We can make 10,000 books. Let's also see about increasing our productivity. How many slimy bees do we have? Wow. Okay, so Let's put one in here. Let's put one in here. There's our Ender Slime Bee. And put the Ender Slime Bee in. We already got a lot of bees in there. How are we doing over here? Yeah, this is better. So let's put the Ender Slime Bee in here. Let's make sure it doesn't need chorus. Yeah, any regular flower will do. Okay, so that's good. Let's make sure this guy's unlocked. He is. So we'll get our slime production back up and running. Let's go grab a bunch of cactus. And then do you have to cook it for the green? No, that's for the paste. And then the paste can turn into the green. Okay. Can we blast it? Oh boy, we can. Okay, so we come in here, we grab a bunch of cactus. And so we have a bit of green, just in case we need it. Okay, those will do their thing, and then they'll eventually be done. Okay. So let's go make sure everything is still running and not overwhelmed with ender people. I did notice a weird thing with this recently, which has sorted itself out, because there was a problem with the deuterium only coming in at like 30 mil buckets at a time. And it didn't fill all the way up, but it seems to be fine now, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is all good. And then we come up here. That's still going back and forth, so that's good. That's still full. And equally importantly, this is still empty. So I've got this going into an Elven Mana Spreader with a potency lens into a Mana Void, such that that will always stay empty even while this thing is running. That says 255. This says 461. Why are there Gaia spirits that are not in this box? Why are there Gaia spirits that aren't in this box? Okay, but yeah, this number slowly counts up because we are not killing the Endermen particularly quickly. I know, you look at this and you go, that's not particularly quickly. No, apparently not. I am a little tempted to make a third spawner and put it on top. To increase the speed by roughly 50%. And I think I will. Okay, so I will probably need to destroy one of these spawners with the spawner extractor. Because you need the empty spawner, which requires the spawner extractor. Okay, spawner extractor, vacuum pump, liquid compressor. Okay, it gets pulled out. The security upgrade gets extracted, and it's back. But we do want that security upgrade, because I have exploded a couple of these things. We're just going to come over here for the process. And so essentially we put this down, we put this on it, we put the vacuum pump, I believe that's the direction, and then we put this, we put the security upgrade, that should be good. And then we just casually eliminate the rot walkers. Yeah, and at this point, we're pretty much working on the residual negative pressure of the extractor. Because our compressor hasn't even gotten up to speed. Because it needs to get up to 2 bars before it'll even start the negative. Frog's going to be a little late because of food, and I have not heard from George. Okay, so that's a 2. So this should start going a little faster soon. 100. There we go. And then we use this to pick everything up. And so we got a Rotwalker core, we got an empty spawner. Everything is great. Okay. So to make a pressurized spawner, we're going to need more tubes. You can see them being made right down there. Pew pew pew. Okay. Pressurized spawner complete. And then we need another Enderman core, so we'll just ask for one. Because we need them for enough other things. Turn this off. Okay. We crack this because we don't want anything getting destroyed. Okay, so this one. We go like that. We go like this. We go like that. And then we get more speed upgrades. Now, this should theoretically speed it up. There should still be enough headroom, but they're still spawning at full-ish speed. Any missing space, like this over here, will slow these down a little, but that's okay. Oh, so they are enabled on high, so this should be too. Almost there. Almost. And there. And so we put this in there. Put the rest away, put that away. We put this back on that chest. We come up here and we throw the lever. Now we do need to observe these pressure levels because our current setup over there might not be adequate for the spawning speed. And it doesn't look like it is. Yeah, because that is just straight up going down. So the question becomes, can we fit another advanced compressor in here? Probably. Probably work. For the sake of keeping this running, we're going to take that out. And watch the pressure go back up. Okay, so this one is good enough. For the 2, but not for a 3rd. So I do want to keep this one around, so I'm going to make a basic one. Going to make 3 heat sinks. And then these pressure tubes should be enough. We do need more speed upgrades. And what the heck, some volume. If I tried to add a 4th one on top, I think they would start trying to spawn too high. I don't really know if I could do any off to the side. I don't know. But I think improving it by 50% should be enough. Oh, I think the Gaia spirit things that aren't in the box were ones that were refunded from me canceling an operation. And I've canceled quite a few, because the ones that are really big, they just get real spooky. Oh, right. It's having the security upgrade taken out. There we go. Okay, speeds, security, volume. Okay, so we come over here. We're gonna put it here. Don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if they need a space of air before getting to the heatsink. And if they do, we can just move it up by 1. That is not a problem. That's a thing we can do. So all we do is check this. Is the temperature going sky high? It is not. Then we're great. So we put these in. And then bring these out. And then we figure out how we're getting fuel in there. Because there ain't no way to do it legit, so we're gonna cheat. So we'll put it here. And then nice fresh liquid hopper. Does not appear to need any speed ups. So that went real high, real fast. So that should have turned off immediately. So this did not send its signal up the way I was hoping. Okay, so I was hoping that would be simple, but it was not. So let's turn this off during maintenance. Okay, let's pick these up. You off. You off. Off. Okay, so we take that off. We move it to here. So if we move that here, emit when higher than 19. We put one here, and then we need a block that will transmit the redstone. Nice steel block, I think. That is not where I meant for you to go. Okay, so we have steel. Redstone wire. Between these two, this one outputs. So that'll give this signal, which should turn both of these off. Okay, so let's toggle this one. Wait, no, because that one, it's not gonna come into this, so it doesn't really help. So this one, let's toggle it. Let's get it going. That one works. Okay. Now we take... We need more tubes. One, 2, 3, 4. So now we're both on the same system. It's real ugly. But if we put this back in here, we turn this back on. These are both at 19. Man, we just cannot push air through the pipes fast enough. But it still seems okay. I think it's just reaching a different equilibrium. Yeah, so it's a different equilibrium than I would have expected, but it's still good. Okay. So theoretically, this is an improvement. It should increase our XP gen by roughly 50%, which should increase the speed at which this goes by a little. Because the liquid starlight is not a problem. We're generating that over on the balloon. The memory essence, it counts up relatively quickly. I mean, tick, tick, tick for each bucket. Every 16 is 1% over here. So every 160, which is about every 160 seconds, so every 2.5 minutes, we get another probably 4 to 8 of these. And so it's about 20 times an hour. So between, what, 80 and 160 an hour? It's not bad. So we can just leave that running now. Let's see. Let's get some more masticator scales running. I made a whole bunch of tokens of anger, so we should be able to make masticator scales without too many worries. And then one of the main things is these mana collectors. They're just a big, big thing. And you need 4 of them per shard. That we'll just cancel because it's probably just the the Otherworld slate thingy being slightly weird. And so a lot of this is automated. We just need to go to Paradise to speed up the trees. And I suppose while other things are running, we can make a bunch of ancient trees. That's a thing we can do. Because we need... Do we need both ancient trees for this? Because I'm not sure what we need them for. But most likely we had one, and then we need the other, because I only recall using it once per thing. So that means we need to do it 4 times per shard. We've got 45 more shards. And so that's 180 more of these trees, minus the one we just did. So if we tried to make 180 of these, we are missing Emmer, we are missing Serene, about a stack and a half, and we're missing dates. So while that's working, we can do that. So I'm certain we're going to have to get more twisted saplings. We're going to need more of various types of saplings for the various tokens. We're still going to need to work on the crystals. We haven't done any of the astronomy shards lately, but we definitely don't have enough shards for those. Okay, so that's enough dates. Now for the Serene blossom saplings. That's you. Let's move over here, so we don't need to worry about them interfering with one another. And so I think we've overcome most of the hurdles. But there's still just so much that's just time. And I managed to parallelize a lot of it. I've sped up quite a bit of it, so some of it might not take as long as it used to. And so we might be able to speed through some of the things that were previously a slog. But as you can see, even this stuff that we're working on Some of it's quick, some of it's easy, some of it's not. Because when we get to the flower part of the Botanic Mastery Shard, the Kekimoris is trivial. The Dandelion and the Shulkminot they're not trivial, but they're easy. But the Rosa Arcana still takes time. It doesn't take Mana Collector kind of time, but it's still time. I like this tree. This tree has so many leaves. It grows nice and big and strong. Get a lot of saplings from it. I know we only need a stack and a half, but I'm going to go for 2 full stacks because it's probably not the only thing we're going to need it for. There we go. Okay. And then we need emmer seeds. Where do we have emmer? Do we just go to Nuke City? Yeah, so whenever you see the snowball there, that means it failed. I had turned on my nuclear plant to get more polonium and then never turned it off. So we're going to see whether or not my auto shutoff valve worked, or if we're coming over into a horrible irradiated mess. It's still here. But also not full and not running. Because it's out of fuel. Why is it out of fuel? Did I... Well, let's grab that. Let's head back and investigate why it ran out of fuel. Because that's not supposed to happen. But it's way better than exploding. Gotta say. Okay, so this right here is an elite chemical tank that's empty. You are empty. You are empty. From over there. Because you are empty. Because this is out of sulfur dust. How are y'all out of sulfur dust? Is this backed up? Are the bees stuck? How does this happen? Okay. So we're still scrapping. Well, I mean, what are we actually processing?
What are you even doing?
I know, right? So we got fluorite. I don't think we should be scrapping coal chunks or nether quartz chunks. Because we need the sulfur dust. So we need those chunks to get pulverized. So uranium chunks go in here. Coal chunks go in here. Fluorite chunks go in there. So oh, we've got the quartz bee just for the fluorite. So we do put this here. Because the coal is for the sulfur. Okay. So how's your crazy life going, George?
Oh, it's great. I'll tell you more about it when Frog gets here, but managed to well, like I said, I was sick on Thursday and Friday, barely recovered by Monday. But then Sunday night, I got in a car accident, which is 100% not my fault.
Hmm.
I only managed to get a car today, like a rental car, while I'm waiting for the insurance BS to work its way through.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Dodge Ram, which is like the last thing I wanted.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm a little bit cheesed about that one there. But life is strange, so I'm probably gonna be calling in like every other day to ask, hey, got anything else? And then fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
How's things going in your neck of the woods?
Things are doing just fine around here, thankfully.
Oh, good. Oh, I built that stasis chamber and discovered that my fusion reactor, my nuclear reactor, does not produce enough power to sustain it for very long.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure something out about that.
Huh. Why is my fluorite requester not requesting the fluorite? Even though this box is not full. I do not understand. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's just being silly. Why is this attached to my vegetable box? That was weird.
What are your vegetables doing?
Well, I don't have any vegetables at the moment, but like they were supposed to be turned into plastic. And so the whole system was a little confused because there was a hopper that could act as temporary storage. And yeah, it was weird. Okay, we'll throw these in there. Okay, chemical oxidizer. Oxidizing those chemicals. And that comes in here.
Oh, I did finally figure out why my recipe wasn't using those what do you call them, the fluid cells correctly. It's because you had to specify like use exact recipe, and then it works.
Ah. Okay, so that goes in there, and this is empty because it's going into the reactor. Okay. Okay, my mana collector's probably done by now. Definitely. On to the next. Oh, right. This way. Oh, that's why I was going to the town. I wasn't going to check on the nuclear plant. I was going to get emmer seeds.
Anything in particular you need the emmer for?
For making ancient saplings.
Hmm.
So what are you working towards?
Making a couple more magmators to see if that gives me enough power to run that stasis chamber. Because I don't feel like making another reactor.
It's understandable.
Let's see. Well, is there anything? What's the next level? What's the next step from power for making power? Or is that like how are you making power nowadays?
Nowadays, I've got a fusion reactor.
Oh, right.
I've still
Massive, gigantic, enormous, ridiculous things. Yes.
yeah. So I still have my old reactor as a backup power supply. I've got my fission reactor over here in Nuketown, and then I've got the fusion reactor on Fowl's Legs over in Chocolate Island.
Okay. Now, is that all mechanism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because thermal is very small power. Like everything in thermal is like 40 phi per tick.
Oh yeah.
I
think I have.
And then power starts there and goes up by quite a bit. And then mechanism basically starts to in the mid to high power range with some of the things that I didn't even bother to use. But then the nuclear plant is just ridiculous. Can be ridiculous. Because if you're going to invest in anything nuclear, you end up investing in the whole kit and the caboodle. Wait, why is it still masticating? I probably lost those resources. Stuff is probably on fire. Yeah, there's a bit of fire over here. Couple of screaming ghasts. Okay, well. Oh, wait. It sent it when I got here. Interesting. So we'll let it refresh for a bit. Then we'll start in on the next. Okay, that should also be... What? Weird. Oh, I was breathless. Okay. So let's check on the progress of that. That'll be good. And so if we go ancient saplings, let's make 178 of them. Go. And so we're going to slowly work on this for the rest of the stream. Woo!
All right, dietary casings.
Yeah, and I think the power supply was between the power supply and the turtle. Those are the reasons I didn't get myself a stasis chamber. the power to begin with, and then the turtle this most recent time.
You go in the crafter, and you go in the smelting pile. On the other side.
Do you have a crafter manager yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was one of those
Can you
things
do it
that.
straight from there?
Well, no, it's one of those things that I. Well, yes, you can add the patterns in there, but it's one of those things that I didn't know about for quite a while.
Ah.
And so for a long time, I was just going to the crafter and putting it in and be like, which ones do I have?
Actually, let's. Normal making.
It'll be interesting to see which pharaoh relics I've got after the 200 sacrifices.
Are you just like cycling through or what?
No, like I have to sacrifice 200 pharaohs for these mana collectors.
Ooh.
And so each one that I sacrifice drops a relic. And so it'll be interesting to see which ones I get. Rolling the gacha 200 times for non-gacha reasons. Although I did have to, on Thursday, break through a bunch of, I think it was Atem, because I needed his fishing pole
Oh.
to make the fisher foliate to get gwiblings.
Did you end up getting your gwiblings?
Mm-hmm. I should probably turn that off. Because I now have over 300 gwiblings.
Excellent.
Which means I probably also have over 300 of every other type of fish.
Noah would be proud.
There weren't no fish on that boat.
Getting into lots of arguments about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he actually did have an aquarium on the boat because it wasn't a normal flood. It was like a boiling flood, killed all the fish too.
Biologists hate this one trick. Tar, sand, and silicon.
So I was playing a little bit of the Hollow Knight randomizer in my tiny amount of free time. And one of the things it randomizes is the stag stations.
Okay.
And so it essentially randomizes which ones you can go to, but not the ones that you can go from.
Oh.
And so you could leave from a stag station and not be able to go back to that one. And so if you want to get back to that area, you got to walk.
Yeah, you
Which-
gotta hike ahead of you.
Which may or may not be possible given your current loadout.
Oh no.
And so it's quite an interesting thing. Oh no, I'm out of Dragonstone. How do we make Dragonstone? You chuck in the mana diamond. That is a totally reasonable request.
Easy peasy.
Except, I don't know if I've got any more filter space in the place where that's done. Probably do. Okay. In the meantime, we need a mana diamond. Go. Maybe we don't. Okay. Also need an item frame. Okay, so we come down here, put the item frame on the box, put the Dragonstone in the item frame. Then we go back and we set up the recipe.
You own the recipe. Hey, don't eat my hot dog. I'm like, oh, the cat's right next to me. What's he doing? Oh no, I forgot I had hot dogs. Damn it, we had chili. I forgot we had chili. Oh my god. Oh, this could have been so much better.
Yeah, hot dog and chili is real good. Well,
yeah.
you're probably
How are you?
thinking chili on the hot dog, but
Mhm.
my brain goes the other direction. What am I even looking for in here? I am looking for
pining for what could have been.
No. I am looking for
Oh well.
these.
What you got?
There we go. Okay. So now we go for a mana collector. It now knows how to make them dragon stones. And so it's good to go. Uh-oh. Sending a new batch through. That's no good. What are you doing? Okay. Date, palm, veiled, emmer, glimmer, leaf. Okay. Then we grab this. Okay. Back on track. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my magnet. Okay, I'm going to put on my magnet. Place these by hand. Okay, let's pick up this plum. Okay, so we're going to pick up this token. Or these trees. We're going to put the next batch in there. We're going to take off our magnet. We'll hold on to these saplings until the end. Oh, looks like there is a quiet frog in the chat, so let's get that up and running. I love the basin just splitting out onto the depot.
Mm-hmm. So I assume you have yours with like a.
Whom we join now, already in progress.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hello. It was a long day.
Mm.
I had a committee meeting after work. That ran over, which means dinner ran over. And then I just got talking to my wife and was like, the internet can wait.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Doing okay. How about you?
I'm also doing okay. As good as can be expected, living where I live. And if you're curious where I live, too bad. You're both streaming already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Just
I see
making
myself
sure.
in the corner of light stream, doing boring things. So I think I'm good. Yes.
Yep, I do see that. And this button is going to work. I still need to program a fade button, but the jump button is going to work just fine. Because here we go.
Yeah.
That is what you call nail on the post.
Go.
So I was thinking, gentlemen, when we're done with this server,
Mm-hmm.
I may download the files and stop using the service we're using.
Okay.
Because my computer here is better than the one we're paying for. And I'm paying a disgusting amount of money for this every year in order to handle Enigmatica 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try, and because I figure we got at least another month or two, right?
Yeah.
And I pay quarterly. I thought when I paid in September, that was the annual fee until I got a bill again in December for the same amount. I was like, something must be wrong. And then I looked and I was like, oh no, it's just incredibly expensive to host a server that does everything we want it to do. And now that I have gigabit internet, so what I'm hoping is by the time we get done with this, I'll have had time to hardwire through the house and have true gigabit internet, so it won't be a problem. But who knows? I might just keep paying for this forever. We'll see. It's taking a long time to load in today.
Wait,
Waiting.
that's only 5 things.
Literally.
There's
Actually,
6
chat
things in an elf
We're
steel ingot.
is the 6th thing love?
Um,
The fact that you hesitated actually seems kind of cool.
well, like all the things are pink, so kinda. Okay, so 3 ingots, dust, and quartz.
Wow, this is taking a long time.
3
to produce the data.
ingots. Oh, it takes the dragon stone, but the thing picks up the dragon stone because I make it through this stupid portal. That's really annoying.
Oops. I will tell you, even with the, oh my god, I'm broadcasting at 4. Okay, there it goes back to. It was 4.6 kilobits for a second. I'm like, I do not have it set that high. Even the fact that I can't do gigabit speeds right now because my wireless network can't go that fast. The fact that I'm consistently getting 100 up and down synchronous or asynchronously is awesome. I highly recommend it if you get the chance. We were just talking about, we being Mrs. Frog and I, about possibly moving to be a little closer to her job because we are out in the country now, and we did it on purpose because we wanted more land, we wanted a better house, and when we're thinking like, man, it's like 40 minutes to drive anywhere cool, but then we're like, we've got great internet, it is cheap, like, man. So chat, you just have to subscribe enough that I can afford to quit my job and work anywhere, and that'll be great. If you could just get on that for me, thanks. Glass ceiling for walkway from top of the other room. Oh my god, chat! I left a note. I forgot completely that I was working on the tree room. This is amazing. I also need to get more slime. Excuse me. That's 1 too wide. They're all 1 too wide. All right, fair enough. Oh, hello, Silkmoth. I love the glass doors. All right, so we're going to build a glass walkway on the top, which means we need to probably fly up here. And yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was just thinking, man, there's nothing I really want to work on today. What am I going to do? Future Frog had me, or Past Frog had me covered. I can't fly up there.
Good job, Past Frog.
3 cheers.
Let me up there. Thank you. This angle. From this angle, from this angle.
Okay, so we should have enough of those.
There we go.
To be able to go back and work on trees for a little bit.
Problem being, of course, I don't know where the water hits this place, so this could be bad. To go up one more.
Oh, I will be right back.
Oh, time perfectly.
Just in time.
Ooh, ammonite.
Ammonite? I prefer Kabutops myself.
What? What?
Generation 1 Pokemon, baby.
Oh, I'm like, am I having a stroke? I never played Pokemon.
Really?
I played Pokemon Go for about a week, and that was my exposure to Pokemon.
And you Pokemon went?
Yeah, I just like I get it. I understand why people find it entertaining. It's like I watch the Dragon Feeny plays it on stream quite often,
Cool.
and why am I making this out of glass when I have no glass? Chat, don't pay attention to this part. All right, he'll only know if you tell him. God, you don't have any glass either.
Want me to make some I can real quick?
That's fine. Wish I could make it out of snowballs. What's up, Java Jack? How you
Java
doing?
Jack.
I
We're
got
making a
35 whole
tree
glass.
place. What about glass?
I got 35 whole glass.
Yeah, I know. I have 36, so look out.
All right, well, watch this.
I could make more. I just haven't gotten around to. I'm surprised I don't have more glass. Honestly, like with the amount I make, like I only have 10 clear glass right now. I have 48 luminous glass and 64 Alf glass. Maybe that's where all my glass went. And apparently 104 glass bottles. Wild. How you doing, Java? Oh, apparently Tiny Glade is out. I think that's the name of it. Hold on, while I'm waiting for my minion to get me more glass.
Minion.
Yeah, that's it. It's out. I've been following the progress of this, but I lost track of it somewhere. It's been out for a year?
Wow. I don't recognize the name.
Yeah, it's a two-person team that did all the work for it. And it's really cool. So the point of it is you basically build these little abandoned towns, and there's sheep, and you can pet the sheep. And it's just meant to be a relaxing building game. Like there's no rules, there's no management, there's no combat. It's really great. It's also on Steam. Hold on, let me link his Steam thing here. Let's see if I have links turned on in the chat. But yeah, it's right here, and I did not know. Oh, because it's not available on Steam yet. I got it. There's like a demo that came out. Okay. I don't feel so bad about that then. I thought it was done. But no, it's still coming out. Okay, put that on my wish list. This should be like number. No, I'm not climbing in. I already have Steam running in the background. I'm not logging in somewhere else. Store. I also apparently have a ton of more Final Fantasies to buy. I can get them all. I looked, so I can play all of them at some point. What am I doing? Tiny Blade.
Except for 11 and 14.
Right, because of the MMOs. And I don't think they exist anymore.
14 is still out.
14 is still good.
14 is still out. Okay, got it. Yeah, actually, it is. It is sort of in the same vein as Islands and Trains. It's a good observation.
You win, chat.
But very different from Mini Motorways and Mini Metro.
Yeah, definitely not Mini Metro. No. I like Mini Metro. I just played it again for the first time after a while, and I remembered why I stopped playing. Oh my god, they raised the land under the sheep, and the physics threw the sheep into the air, and so it grabbed an umbrella and started floating back to Earth. It like just pulled an umbrella out of its fleece from somewhere. Oh my god, they've made so much progress. Oh, I want this so bad. They added snow. Oh my god. This thing is so great. I would love to just like stream this. It's coming out on Linux. It's recommended you have an i5 with 4 gigs of RAM and a 1060. I think I can handle that. It is not like House Flipper. Oh my god. Yeah, this game looks so good. It's by they have a name now. So their developer name is Pounce Light. is the developer name, but it's two folks. That's it. They're really cool. Let's see if I can get their actual website. No, just the YouTube trailers. Anyway, it's very good. Do I have my glass yet?
Maybe.
Like I can literally make more. I have thousands of sand. If you had an automated way to do it, that would be.
I
handy.
do. I mean, I just how much glass do you need? Like I just made 800 real quick for you, or 700.
I was gonna say that I was gonna say somewhere in that range. So that would actually be cool.
All right, go for it. Take it. It's all yours.
But this is not my beautiful wife.
If you want it clear or whatever, that's your business.
Oh, I can. Well, yeah. Oh no, I don't want those. I don't need hardened glass. I'll just take 10 stacks. Thank you, kind sir.
Of course.
Payment will be in the mail.
Yes, I believe you. Yeah, no, I have basically infinite sand and infinite free smelting of basic stuff. So if you came over here and did it for a while, you might cause an issue.
No, I mean, like I said, I've got thousands of sand. I just actually have to. I don't have a mechanism to convert it right now because, to be honest, I've been lazy.
I understand completely that desire to just watch it happen. I should process more God shards instead of just staring at this thing work. I'll do that once I'm done.
I should probably have at least keep a couple stacks on me.
Oh yeah, so I was sick on Thursday.
Yeah.
I like Wednesday at the end of the workday, I was like had like a light tickle in my throat. By that evening, I was like, oh, dying. Thursday I was sick. Friday, hot flu or fever or something like that. Friday I was sick. Saturday I was sick. Sunday I was getting over it. And Heather decided she wanted to make this recipe. There's this guy Rick Bayless. He does a lot of like traditional or like Mexican recipes. He's not Hispanic, but he really respects the culture and he does a great job of it. And she saw this video for creamy rajas tacos. There's an old R in there, but I can't do that. So imagine it in your heads.
What is rajas? Is that a type of meat or something? Ah, no, it's happened. The water. No.
It's like sliced cooked poblanos, usually in a cheese sauce or sometimes in a creamy sauce.
Oh.
So it's like usually mild peppers. It's good.
Hope I didn't just kill my tree.
Anyway, she wanted to make this recipe, so we're working on it. We got all the ingredients, except we realized, like halfway through it, that she says, I realized I didn't get this one thing. I'm like, I'll just pop out real quick and grab it. And I'm driving to the store down the street, and all of a sudden, a Durango decides it wants to make the left in front of me.
Of course,
it's going to go right now, and I can't stop in time, and I crash right into it. Which is great.
I would have put money on also not a Durango, an Impala.
Impala's not a bad guess, but no, it turns out it's a big old Durango. They were judged at fault. I was waiting for my car to come in, and I just got my rental car.
Oh no!
And it's a goddamn Ram. I don't want a truck. I don't need a truck. I hate trucks. Trucks are awful. So I'm gonna keep calling every day to see if I can get a real truck. And the worst part is, the recipe ended up not being very good.
Oh.
I mean, just insult to injury,
Yeah. That's gonna be full of water too. Well, that's obnoxious.
So that's my life right now.
I saw a great TikTok, and in it, I cannot believe that worked. It was a guy who owns a Tesla, and it's not a Tesla dude, bro. Oh no, I'm sorry, he doesn't have a Tesla anymore. He's got the Lightning. So he owns a Ford Lightning, and he's talking about how he doesn't want everyone to go electric. Like, oh my god, there's water right there. It's right there. It's dripping, which means I need to. Fine. because he doesn't trust them with that kind of power. Which I'd never heard. Ah, God, I've never heard that argument before, but it makes so much sense because, like, think about those dude bros that will weave in and out of traffic driving their Mustang GT. The Ford Lightning has almost 50% more brake horsepower. Like, that's a lot. It's kind of terrifying, if I'm going to be honest. Did I go too far? I went too far. You know what? I don't care. We have made an executive decision. But I was thinking about that in my car. Like, I drive an Ioniq 5, and it does 0 to 60 in slightly over 4 seconds. And they're heavier as a general rule because lithium ion batteries are much heavier than a tank of gas. Mm-hmm. And so, like, do you want those dude bros doing what they would do in those cars? No. Like, absolutely not. So now I'm with him. Nobody should adopt an electric car. Except they are, like, great.
Hey there, Crete. Thanks about the setup. I do like it. It's just, I wish I had a better way of automating speeding up the tree, so we didn't have to sit here and do this.
Oh, this isn't even walking level. This is just the level to put the glass.
I suppose it might be possible.
I assume you haven't thought about. I assume there's a reason you can't do it with like a spell turret.
Well, the problem is I have to wait until all the gold powder is down. And so I would have to detect that all 16 powder that are placed randomly are down before growing the tree. And also, the trees can be any size. And so it'd have to be way up in the sky firing down. And then I have to generate the source for it. All of which is doable. But I'm not 100% on how to detect that all the powder is there. Yeah, and it's as fast as me putting it down myself. It gathers all the resources such that I don't have to be like, okay, what's this one again? And so it's good. It's just not great yet. And I'm not 100% on how to make it great.
Just fly up. Just get in. Yeah, I think we'll do that every so often. Now we are absolutely going to run into the river.
Yay.
I did not think this entirely through. Where is the center of this tree? Did I put this in the right spot? I see it. So this is it. 1, 2, 3, center. This is the center. Oh my God, I did. I love it. That was not planned. Now the problem is that there is tenonate bark right there, which means this tree is probably in the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we're not putting the door there. Door does not go there.
So if we had integrated dynamics around this.
Oh, I'm now live. That's good.
Whoa!
I don't know what we were doing for the last 20 minutes, but okay.
E9E. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna be switching over to E9 once we're done with this. But that's still probably a little ways off.
Yeah, I'm estimating when I talked to Boone Scrublord yesterday, who is likely going to join us, by the way. George, I assume you were not on the stream yesterday, so you don't know this, but
No, awesome, cool.
yeah, he is a fantastic gentleman. Oh, we're gonna have to get it to work quick.
Hey, he's a nice guy.
And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, how early should I prepare? And I was like, I would give it a while. Like it might be a while. All right, so this is where the observation deck is going to be. So I need like a spiral staircase or just a ladder. Oh my God, should we go old school and build a ladder?
How quaint.
I know, right? I suppose I could just make it an elevator. That does sort of seem like the thing I should do.
There's Wild Neffy in the chat.
Oh, look out! Speaking of Boone Scrublord, how are you doing, Neffy? I can't reach that. Darn it. Well, if I'm going to do that, I really shouldn't make it 1 over. It should line up with this, right? Yeah, it should line up with this. So this is going to be an elevator. Can I make elevators? Do I have enough? I have no elevators. Wool. I do have enough wool to make one. Wait, can you mix the colors? I hope so. Because if not, I don't have enough to make an elevator. I guess I could make it. Well, I don't want to make a light gray. Oh, yeah, it's going to be the wrong color, so I'll get white dye. Is it Ender Pearl or Ender Eye? Ender Pearl. Nice. So we have an elevator. Elevator go down the hole. I'm doing well, thanks. This what? You right click on it? It's been so long. Okay, so we're just gonna fly up there. Up go. Oh wait, that's not the top?
That's not the top.
Alright, made it. Figured it out. No worries. Alright, then we need, well, first off to put a door in the way so nothing could fly out here. And then we need, I have white dye already? I do. Excellent. One of these. I need all these. And then we do this. This worked out okay. Why are you? Okay, good.
How is this not automated? What?
I was like, bad planning. How wide did I make this chat? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Weird.
This is the center? Yeah, it feels like it.
Okay, let's go back to my setup that I know I made for making it, because there's no other way.
There's a lot of ammonite here. It's almost like I'm in a riverbed.
Almost. Okay, so it's right here.
Right now!
Exports mineral. And that. Oh. Because apparently I just made a belt that goes from nowhere to nowhere that fills it as it goes by.
Stunning, actually.
Well, Well, that's weird. Okay, what do we throw on there? Pipes? Pipes. So we need probably at least 16 of those.
Man, working with scoria is not easy. Hard to see. I need a monster candle.
Oh, task completed. 8 logic cables.
Parkour.
Wonder what it's expecting me to do.
Collect them. Presumably. Should I make the ceiling all end stone? Like, yeah, right? Like the whole chamber needs to be end stone. Okay.
Go. Crafting upgrade. Come on. Destabilize some redstone.
Wait, the wall is here? Oh. Womp womp. Oh no, the tree. Wait, I used some touch. We're good.
Okay, so that is that. Let's head back.
Servers running behind. Networks logic.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, so now we need a programmer, which is probably the reason I haven't gotten into this yet. Logic programmer. Of course, it's a 5x5 shenanigan.
I don't understand why we're not going to play Enigmatica 9 Expert, frankly. All right, this thing's going to leak like a sieve. Here we go. As long as we don't go into the slate layer, we should be fine. Oh, come on.
Okay, so let's take these out. Two,
Cannot believe that worked.
3, 4, 5,
Parkour.
6.
Yeah, absolutely water.
Logistics cores.
No, there's going to be endstone in my lake now, and that's just the way of it.
Neural processors. Smart chests.
I need a mega torch.
Network data storage. And what's the other thing called? Network
Mega
IO port.
torch.
Mega torch.
How high do you think I need to make my mega torch? Is there like a height requirement, you think? Orders, please.
I would expect so, but I could go either way. Great.
Put it here. Mega torch.
Come on.
Whoa. Server.
Server?
All I did was put down a mega torch.
Can't handle the light.
There we go.
There goes my mega torch.
Tossed my thing on the ground.
I apparently never made one.
CPU.
I just lost my mega torch.
Which type of CPU?
Wow, I would like to file a complaint.
AS.
With a mega torch. Oh, the mega torch ended up there. Well, now I have an extra.
Machine casing. And then 6 blocks of crystallized mineral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We come over here and we turn it on. Programmer completed. Bam. Then we turn it into a portable one.
Logic. No logic allowed here.
Oh, there's
Nothing but
only
happenstance and mysticism allowed.
there's only a binary and that's gonna be annoying. I suppose I could map an ant to a list.
You're gonna map a land. Well, I mean, it's Minecraft, of course you are.
I just don't know if... I don't know if that would actually work.
For the record, that feels weird, but I can't not have it be uniform.
Okay, so...
There's water here. Oh my god.
How would the... Okay, so this would probably work.
Oh, I see. That's incredibly obnoxious.
That could work. Except I don't really remember how the operators work as a generic operator.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, okay. That can work. And then we just have a list.
We're just flooding this place, apparently.
How do you make a list from variables?
I'm getting tired of cleaning every block twice. Could we just like work together on this one?
Okay, looks like we'll be doing it the hard way.
How tall am I going to make this? Right now, this is 2 tall. It's 3 tall, which is how tall it's going to be. So 1 above this is going to be the ceiling. That's the ceiling. So, gracious me. Where along the way I have gained the ability to not like die quickly underwater, but big fan. So I opened soda cans with my right middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you this because I jammed a piece of cardboard under the nail of my right middle finger yesterday.
Yikes.
And I'm reminded of it every can I open today.
That sounds like no fun.
Not exactly, no. That's the wall, though, yeah? No, we need to go one more over.
Zombo, you're never getting out of there now. I'll help you out this time, but you need to do better. Sit in this lake and think about what you've done.
Did you say sit in this lake?
Yes.
Do you want drowned? That's how you get drowned.
Yeah, and if they stay in the lake, they're fine.
Is it last block? Not an end stone. Where does this end? Where does this end? One over from this. that's not the ceiling. That's the ceiling.
Okay. Variable store acquired.
That's not it. Where else? Oh, here it is. Oh, don't let me sink. Don't let me sink.
Now let's put that here.
That is the wall.
Really? You jumped off the roof? You would have been safe up there. But no. You had to jump off the roof.
Where is this water originating? This is plugged. There we go. Gracious. Oh, no, there's still water. Where is this water originating? I'm out of endstone.
Actually, I'm going to need more variables than that.
I feel like that clip, which I assume is from Ozark, which is the FUR. Is there water coming in from the side? Apparently. Principal King Kong action figure? That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'd imagine that most of them would be for action figure or displays rather than like action figures. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Can we just not today? Trying to build a wall, and you're making this impossible. Oh my god, server!
Agreed.
That's the ceiling? Okay. So this is the ceiling too. Is there glass here? Okay. Where is this water coming from now? Like, I've filled in every block up here. Where are you coming from?
Basic universal cable.
At least cut it off from the ground floor.
Okay. So that's the basic 16. Now, grab them
It
2 by
looks
2
like
and make
it's
some
just-
hands.
has somehow spawned, like, there are water source blocks here now. I don't understand.
Water does easily turn into sources.
But it was all flowing from the top. That's what I don't understand. Yeah, there are definitely no more water blocks here. So how am I gonna stop this? I have a de-wetness spell. Let's start flinging it places.
It's the magic sponge.
Doesn't appear to be doing anything, which is terrifying. There we go. All right, we found one of them. Hey, I must have had this problem before. I left one of my train games open in the background, and it keeps like people are doing things on their turns. I'm getting so distracted. Like, what is that? Why is it shiny?
Okay. There we've got the tier 2 conditions.
Two-tier conditions of what?
So I've got 16 things I need to check if there's powder. There is no all logic. And so I have to go through and do all the ands.
Sounds fun.
And so I've got 16 and then the 8 pairs, and now I need to and those pairs.
This is where you find out that like secretly there's an XOR. Or
Well,
like
I mean,
there's no or, but there's a nor.
well, the thing is, if I could put all of these into a list, I could reduce the list using and, but I couldn't find anything that would put variables into a list.
Makes you wonder how some of the people program things in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Slowly, very slowly.
These
Yeah,
two.
right.
This and that makes this. So we put these back. This goes there. Grab these two.
Reasonable.
This and that makes that.
Oh god, dripping water, don't touch it. All right, well, I know when we expand this room that we are going that way, not that way.
All right, so you have a power cube here at the very end. So if this gets drained, then it realizes, and puts something a signal, and it realizes, oh shoot, there's nothing here, and that turns that on, and it starts sucking the power from your generator. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, that's the failsafe. That I don't.
That's the holy crap button right there.
Yeah, I don't think we've really needed it, but I'm glad that I have it.
Oh sure, I feel you.
Is this the nuclear power?
Yeah, that's his no, that's his power.
My
reactor.
backup reactor.
Oh, does your backup reactor have the tendency to explode?
No, it's if my main reactor turns off, like it runs out of fuel.
Oh,
The
I get it.
backup
You still have
reactor
power.
is just in case to be able to get into my inventory to be able to fix things.
Oh, right, because yours doesn't run off the enslavement of demons.
I mean, part of it
Seems
does,
like
part of it doesn't.
That's fair. Really a design flaw on your part, I would say. What could go wrong with an entire system based on enslaving other things? As someone who's spent some time in the Deep South recently, oh, just say.
Okay, do I still have my display? I do.
I think my favorite rebuttal for anyone right now that says, "Oh, states' rights," be like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, no, I get it. States' right to do what?"
Yeah, I don't know anyone who says that like legitimately. So
Oh, they say it and they mean it, but then you just have to, okay, states' rights to do what? And then they're like, I wonder if people are doing like 3D printed action figures. It's got to be, right?
oh sure,
Go
probably like
back to
piece by
that
piece,
former
looking awesome.
conversation. I need to change this. I'm sorry. It's so distracting. So if you're wondering what do streamers do um, during that 5 minute countdown, that's glowstone honeycomb. Does it glow? Yeah, whatever. Um, the answer in my part is I play trade games.
Okay, so we've got the variables. They do work.
Only two.
Next step, we need a redstone writer. Make sure we don't already have one. We don't.
Okay, that just disappeared off the face of the planet. Sure.
There we go.
Do you find that all your things are disappearing?
Try doing
Yeah,
storage.
I think the biggest difficulty in 3D printed action figures is having tight joints.
Mm,
Because I've seen some really cool, like, articulated lizards,
hmm
but they're very floppy.
Yeah, I've seen dragons and stuff. Yeah,
Everybody, what? Sorry.
Floppy.
Like a disc, only not as rigid.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting stuff, but what I've seen of it, like it's like pieces that are like finely done to slide together, but not necessarily like to have that same like the action figure like grip between the pieces kind of thing, like you're talking about. You might have to
Mhm.
like,
Parkour.
extreme parkour.
No, it'll go away on its then. No, I can't do extreme. Are you kidding me? It's lucky I can do normal parkour. All right, so this is the observation deck. Super cool. And the neat thing is when you look up from the floor, it doesn't really look like there's an observation. It's just some floating lights. So I like that. I need to harvest some more trees, so I'm going to have to plant some. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do ball and socket joints. I'll admit, like, it's something pretty. 3D printer is something that I've always wanted, but I knew I'd play with it for like 2 weeks and then never touch it again. So I've somehow managed to resist.
Okay, so that will write some redstone. Oh, I can't send redstone that way, can I? Well,
Oh no, I never wore.
we'll try.
Up, up, down, down, down. Wait, is it too many downs?
Okay, now
2, 3 layers. This is 1, 2, and this 3 layers, so 3.
we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That looks good. And then we go 2 higher, break this one, place the turret.
How's that look from below? Looks good. Can we make end stone stairs, however? You cannot! And stone brick stairs, then, presumably. Yeah, you can do end stone brick stairs. How weird is that going to look?
Okay, so entangled block does not work.
Not awful.
So we instead
Good enough.
use whatever that redstone teleporter thingy was. What was it called? Redstone link.
Yep, that's the one. It's like, it depends on, do you mean you're teleporting redstone or teleporting via redstone? Very different things.
Just a bit.
Quite cool. That looks okay. Okay, scout. I don't know that you need a door for every one of these now. Is that too much? Yeah. Should be fine. Naturally, this begs the question. Yeah, it's right there. I was gonna say, it's the lava right there. Yes, it is.
It's always how it goes.
My hands are so dry. Holy moly. Pardon me while I moisturize.
Doesn't look like it's
It's
getting
so
the signal.
fast. It's so fascinating to me when you move somewhere different. Like, I've lived in this climate, like this type of climate, cold, this temperature or whatever. But like, man, it's never dried out my skin like this. We live in a big country. I don't know if you guys knew that.
What?
Yeah,
Since
I know.
when?
There we go.
Now I feel a little bit better. So like if I wanted to do a tree area, I'd have to go this way. First off, is this? No, okay. I was like, man, was
Is
there a
that-
forge right here?
Is that too far away? How is that too far away? It's like 12 blocks.
What
Oh,
level are we in?
now it works.
Oh, this is
Why does it work now? Don't understand.
Reasons. Hi, Tangy. All right, well, we did this. So now we have a room with our trees. It's not quite done, though. We need some more heart root and slime, or green heart. I don't have anywhere near enough of that. I do have another sapling, though, so I could theoretically grow another 3. How much time have we stored? 53 hours. That's enough. Mecha King Kong. There you go. God, you don't have much either.
Blank parchment. There's my spell parchment. We put it on there. Go to our embiggen.
wall is too close. These trees aren't centered.
I think it needs to be projectile.
Right. I meant to include another wall here, and I didn't do it. That is obnoxious.
There we go.
Covered with cheese.
Projectile grow. Now we go back. See you, job, Jack.
Good job. Good luck on your King Kong. Keep us posted.
Wait a minute. This borked. Do not appreciate the borkage.
The breaking.
Don't have inventory space.
I may have stolen it from him, but I did give him the leftovers.
So why did this not work? Oh, because the stuff showed up and then it grew. Let's just put the extra things away.
Can I just dye oak purple? Like, is that a thing? Oh, pardon me. There's a cat litter box in my office now, and it's... What did you... You're right back. You're such a little body. How are you so big?
Okay, now put the spell on this. And then give it a jar. Come on, game. You can do it.
Purple bulbous. Is that from the end?
Sounds like it.
Perfect. Let's just use this for this.
Okay, so now the problem is this probably turns it off, not on.
That seems cool.
Sure does.
Makes an ominous sound when you place it, though. Wait, are these musical? Well, they look amazing. Kind of want to do the whole floor in them, but I don't think I have enough. Oh, I do actually. What are these actually used for? Is this just decorative? I can compost them. This floor is kind of like cool though. Cool.
Cool. Awesome to the max.
Yeah, it's like see-through, kind of. It is semi-transparent. How is there a zombie? Mega torch. Do these not work in hard mode? I wonder. The mega torch. Hey Brady, what are you doing?
That really does not seem to be doing a whole lot. If anything.
Yeah, that was cool. What did you do for the last half hour? Oh, shoot. We see design flaws and fix them. Cool. Like moths to the flame.
Okay, so this not working. So we dig down. Grab a timer. Put it on the ceiling, actually.
You know, I love that I just realized I titled my stream Quest. And I haven't done a single item. I literally just opened it right now. I got distracted by the trees. Meow.
Trees are suspicious.
I love how Robbit is in getting started. Like, come on, man.
Wait a minute. Why did it send another one?
I suppose I could steal all that from George.
Stop
but still.
sending more. You haven't finished the one you've got. Oh, because I'm picking up blocks and it's picking up the blocks. Okay, I understand.
You know, this seems kind of crazy, but I did accomplish my goal, and I'm kind of feeling under it today, so I think I might just call it today.
Okay.
And let you guys do your thing, or honestly, maybe we'll just trying to think of like what would be a good place to be to stop and stare at stuff, and I could just hang out and play drinking games. But I think we'll leave it right here. I have no plans for the next time, and we'll just do that for now. So I want to do this. Yes, yeah, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. All right, so we're early in all this stuff, so we're gonna mess things up. You ready for this? Here we go. All right, I'm ending early. It's been a day. If you don't know why, it's because you're not my life, and that's okay. But it's been a day, and so I'm ready to relax, go to bed, and meet the new day afresh, as they say. So. Thank you for joining me for this short amount of time. Stick around with these two guys over at Lightbringer.tv, or actually, is it .tv, .net, .com?
.com, I think.
What's your site? .com, all right. And they're cool. I hang out with them every Tuesday and Thursday. If you did not know, by the way, I'm Purple Frog. I'm here on the Twitchosphere. I am a variety streamer part-time here on the Twitchosphere. Stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Mondays, we're doing a playthrough of all the Final Fantasy games. We are 6 hours into Final Fantasy 1, and the speedrunners have lapped me 4 times now. So just kind of keep that in mind. But we are a quarter of the way through the game, I think. We're taking a nice leisurely pace as we go.
A little further than that, probably.
You think? We've only done 1 crystal.
Yeah. But you did the stuff before the 1 crystal.
That's fair. And there's going to be stuff after the last crystal, I assume. But, to be fair, I don't remember. Anyway, we're somewhere in there, 6 hours. Tuesdays and Thursdays, these fine gentlemen, playing Minecraft like you just saw. We're going to be doing that probably at least for another month or so. Then we might do a little aperitif break and then come back at it with Enigmatica 9. Lots of cool stuff in Minecraft 1.19 that we don't have right now. And we'll get into them and be able to play with them. I'm most excited right now about finding axolotl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm least excited about tripping wardens.
It'll be fine.
Eventually, yes. But right at the beginning, it'll be like me needing to go to level 16 in order to do the level 10 fetch quests. Anyway, let's Lightbringer, if you'd like to sell your channel.
Name is Lightbringer. Stream when I can. Working on a dissertation, so it's not as often as I would like. But hopefully, in the next, couple of months, it'll be done.
Cool. George.
We'll see how that goes.
Hey, it's me, George. You can see me up there. Well, on live stream, we play on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be joining on Thursdays at 9 because life takes its toll. And yeah, check us out. Especially check out these two guys. We have a lot of fun doing this. And as we wind it up, check out an expert on light stream or me, blindly managing my way through things on mine.
Very true. Thanks again so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Hopefully not delayed on my end and here for the full 3 hours. Until next time, cheers.
See ya.
See ya.
We're clear on my stream. Light stream, it's been a pleasure, as it always is. But I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day, everyone in light stream. It's beautiful. You just heard my spiel, and we'll see you Thursday.
All right. Good night. See you then.
Have to push this one further out. There we go. Here's this and this. Put in the writer, its variable. Put in that. And then that. Okay. Spell, you need to stop. Because you did nothing.
No, did nothing. Didn't help.
No. And so now we place one of those. Grab a bunch of bone meal. Put it in there. Okay, now to bust out that entangled block again. Such that we can keep this thing full of bones. So we'll just put that here, like that. Exporter. With crafting upgrade.
Okay.
I forgot to put the rings in the tree.
So these relic ore is what you break to get the relics in a tomb. So I may as well just put all this down and break it all to, basically just have a good time.
Yeah, I ended up making a relic ore auto breaker because I needed so many stinking rings. Okay, we need to go back this way. We need to make sure we've got a bone meal recipe. So we crashed the server trying to search all my patterns. Yeah, let's rewrite this recipe because that is not how we want to get bone meal. That is also not the recipe. There we go. I don't know which it is, so I'm just going to go and put it where it belongs. Okay, so that's chicken to chicken. Now let's get a good bone meal recipe. Three is regular, 3 from enrichment, 6 from a crumbling catalyst. Is it really worth it? I need to... I need to double my bone meal production. Make it go a lot farther, but take a lot longer. Yes.
He's doing it, kids.
And so that belongs in an ender chest, actually. Oh, it's full. I don't really want to upgrade that crafter, though. How am I doing on leather? I've got 15,000. I think I can just take the leather out of that crafter. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Okay. That seems to be working pretty well now. Still might run into trouble with multi-sends every now and then, but for the most part, that should be good to go.
Let's see how much faster Shoes Necklace makes me.
It double sent again. What the heck? I'm going to have to relocate this thing. Pretty sure it's the one causing the trouble. Okay, so we take everything out of here.
That's like 20% speed. That's not bad at all.
Grab these two. Put that on.
I just picture myself doing the arms back Naruto run while doing this. A little dust behind me too. That's awesome.
That's cool. Okay, so let's take that out of there. What? Oh, that's why. There was something still in the system. Okay, let's send all of the items away. Let's cancel the quest for all these trees. Let's cut this one down. Double check that. Place that. Okay. Now, pick this up, this up, this, all of that, and then both of these. Okay, so we have this. Hits it into there. Grabs it back into there. Crafter. And then we have a comparator. That comes out. You know what? We can probably just run it into this. No? Shame. Okay. We'll face it this way. Comparator goes this way. Timer goes this way. That goes that. This goes that. Now that should be far enough away. We won't have any more problems with the sunlight being picked up in the wrong place. Okay. Probably had about 50 of these left. Oh, there was Azul stirring.
Oh no. Spiders. I think they're so tough.
Okay. Seems to be working. Man, those trees are so big.
Which ones?
I think they're serene blossom trees. The pink cork trees that aren't the the blazing ones, the ones that are kind of purplish.
Oh, okay.
Lavender? Lilac? I don't know. It's one of the slightly reddish, pinkish purples. And then sometimes they're just tiny little trees.
Ooh, I still got a little tickle in my throat, trying really hard not to cough directly into the microphone.
Hmm.
You know.
I am familiar. Oh, right. Because this was working with those things too. I haven't had any trouble with the pedal apothecary for a while, so that's good.
Is it another one of those where you have to make sure to load everything at once and then do like a redstone pulse kind of thing or something like that?
Um,
Or will it automatically only give out what it gives out?
so what you have to do is make sure that it has water in it. And then you have to put in the petals and other ingredients. And then you have to put in the seed. The order on the seed is probably not super important, but if you send more than one recipe at a time, it will freak out and be like, that's not a recipe, and not do anything. So it's very important that there's always water there, and you only send one recipe at a time.
What are you making in it?
So there are 4 different generating flowers for these shards.
Oh yeah.
So the Kekimurus, the Shulkminot, the Rosa Arcana, and the Dandelifion. So I'm going through a lot of masticator scales.
In your fun little section down there where there is no oxygen anymore. Or wait, no.
I fixed it up. There's usually oxygen.
Okay.
The problem was the sword that was on the wrong type of block, and so it murdered us instead of just the masticator.
Very much a be careful with your phrasing, Genie.
Yeah.
Well, we only got like 5 minutes left, so I'm just gonna stare at my stuff going for a little while. Yeah, it's nice. Well, I got a couple things done today. I got those extra magmators going, and set my furnace up to be my my nuke plant to only go off if it actually needs it, because I may have an entire ultimate bin full of uranium, but that doesn't mean I want to have to use it. It's the point of having stuff if I have to use it. I mean, come on.
It's against the hoarder spirit.
Yeah.
It's mine.
It's like you weren't even
I
paying
don't
attention.
use it for things.
Let's see.
But for all you out there who are people living their lives, use the good vanilla.
As opposed to the imitation vanilla?
Well, like if you have good vanilla in your cabinet, use it.
Yeah, it's not going to get better with age, suffice to say. What the fuck was that sound? Maybe it's a zombie sound. I don't know. Anyway, Yeah, we've been mostly been using the real vanilla lately, and I don't know if it makes a difference, but I feel like it does. So I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm not going to tell the whole sad anecdote behind that particular phrase. But yeah, just if you've got stuff, use it. But if you're in a video game, don't you dare drink that elixir. You might need it.
At some non-specified point in the future.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't get to the final boss with like enough mega elixirs to, choke a horse and then revive it multiple times, then choke it multiple times again, I don't know if that's what am I even playing the game?
Mm-hmm. And Frog playing Final Fantasy 1, he gets the money and he buys the things from the shops. And so he's always disappointed when he goes through the doors that were locked by the key to get to the chests that are full of items that are worse than what he bought. It's so sad. But that's why I never buy things in the Final Fantasy games. Because you'll always find things that are as good or better.
Except for 99 heal potions.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm actually using up my supply of my magma flow. I need to improve that. Let's see
Oh.
what's that.
Can we do this in 30 seconds? Go! No, I don't think we're going to finish the Rosa Arcana in 30 seconds, but that's totally okay.
Oh no, I might need to set up multiple hose pulleys to each drain from this so I can drain at a sufficient rate to keep my fluid tank full. To
Oh,
power all those magmators I have. That's interesting.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good project. I'm gonna write that down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this was my last major thing to fully automate. Aside from the stupid lightning that just will not be reliable. But yeah, I think we're good on automation. It's just a matter of putting in the time. But it's 11 o'clock. We should either go to bed or do something else. But the Minecraft time is over. It is only Tuesday, isn't it? That's nice.
It is.
We'll be back on Thursday. Doing some more of this. We might find something more to automate, something more to streamline. Or we'll just pump out some shards, see which ones are going faster than we recall, which ones aren't. But if they're going well, we might look into the stuff that comes after them, which isn't a lot. But we do need to make some shards of Laputa. 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 Don't know how it's pronounced, but we'll need to make quite a few of those. So, yeah, we will see you then. Bye-bye.
See ya.